the center forward. And then breathe in, relax.
I have a feeling.
Yeah.
I cannot see it, so.
Almost everyone will get that feeling in the center before seeing it in the mirror, or before someone else can see it, because it's internal. If you imagine this boundary, a lot of the action is inside, it's not visible. Whereas with arms and legs, it's visible, it's easy. For lungs, heart, all the organs here in the body, it's difficult to see what's happening. Especially the cleaning. When all these organs are being cleaned, how do you know it's being cleaned? There's no proof. With the Hatha Yoga, you can see the exercise and the bending and twisting. But with these exercises, you can't see the cleaning process inside. So, we won't stay too much on the static one, we'll move to the moving one. So this is number 4 of the Nauli sequence. So this is using Swamiji's technique. When you practice at home, you can put the ghee, or you can put down if you want. What I find is, if I've got clothing, it actually slips a bit easy. But Swamiji always said, do it on the skin, not on the clothing. So when you're at home, you can do it on the skin. And remember, it's not from halfway, it's from almost the hips, that inside, and all the way to the knee. So what we want is breath in, breath out, lean forward, and then both together, so mostly the thumbs, going on the inside of the thigh down to the knees. So full length of the upper leg, not half leg, full length. As well as, so multiple instructions, hopefully it's not too much. So as well as the movement, you want to mentally and physically imagine this center now coming forward. As you said, you'll be able to feel it because of this movement. Maybe you can't see it until a few more weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. So try, breathe in, breathe out, and then both thumbs together from the top of the thighs downwards to the knees, almost to the side of the knee. Then breathe in. Good?
Yeah, I can feel the muscle activation here.
Yes. So if you imagine Swamiji had given a similar instruction to children in the past demonstrations, lectures, workshops, exhibitions, etc. He can bring almost any child up, just give a brief instruction, and almost immediately you can see the Nauli. So for children it's easy. When you're teaching, if you have children, then use them as the demonstrator. Then it's other people will see them doing it and they'll think, I can do it as well. Maybe it takes 3. So try one more time. Try to get the center now when you move it. So breathe in, pull back, breathe out with the burst at the end, and then full length of the upper leg. So from the hips or inside hips to down to the knees. Easy? Try again, and I'll tell you one more instruction. So when you're doing the massage down inside the thighs, for the hips, try to rotate like that. As you're pushing down, rotate forward, and then release. As you're sliding the hands. So try that. So breathe in, breathe out. And then as you slide down, rotate the hips forward, because that will activate the center muscles for down. And then breathe in. Does it feel better?
Yeah.
So you can feel that in a few more days you'll build up and you can do it. Even if you just do it standing, you can feel them.
Yeah.
If you watch bodybuilders, etc., when they're tensing the muscles and they get these center muscles, they're usually tilting the legs are bent and tilting, and then massage. Something is happening. What? Yes, no?
안 들리네.
해보라고.
그래서 해보라고? 이렇게 보이지?
오.
I said, yeah,
드네.
you can see.
오. 오.
Very good.
이 코끼리
아,
좀 되지?
잘 되는데? 이렇게 쭉.
음.
헐렁해서 잘 되나 봐. 나는 어떠냐 그러면?
안 나오는데 아직?
안 나와?
응, 아까 보니까.
그럼 뭐 배를 앞으로 힘을 줘 그냥?
약간 여기 안에서
응.
안에서 이렇게 되는 느낌이야. 그냥.
그 배를 근데
There's a certain
응.
technique.
배를 근데 안으로 넣으면서 어떻게 이걸 앞으로 내밀어?
이렇게 훅 넣었잖아. 그런 다음에 이게 또 한 번 이르잖아.
응.
이럴 때 이게 나와. 양옆에서 미는 거 같이.
Yes,
아, 봐봐.
what she said. Try that.
쑥 끌어놨지. 그다음에 이걸 아래로 가. 이렇게 하면 앞으로 퍽 나오는데 여기에서 여기로 밀려갖고 쭉 하면 나와.
Yeah, almost there.
나도 이렇게 하면 그 느낌이 있어.
아 그래?
머리는.
그러면 이제 여기서 이게 그 옆으로 탁 밀고.
So there's another method as well. There are maybe 3 or 4 techniques which may help. Different techniques help different people. So I just give you all the options, then you see which one helps. So another option, so this is still on number 4. So now the moving forward and back. So another option is, I mentioned the different positions for the hands. We've used thumb, try to use the whole hand now. So breathe in, breathe out, and then use the whole hand. Try to press down with the upper part, and then try to imagine this is coming forward, and the hips come slightly forward as well, turning forward.
그래서 내려갈 때 이게 이렇게.
So try that with the full hand, not just the thumbs, the full hand. So some people find this one is better. Yeah, it's happening. And then breathe in. So for Hewa, because we can't do the same when you're doing it, just with one hand, just check for yourself. It's okay. Or what I suggest, there's a mirror. Try the mirror. Just quickly, just try one time in the now. You can close the door. So there's one more suggestion. So choose a position in the middle of the leg. This time don't move,
Stop. Yeah.
but press this kind of movement. So if I show you, So breathe out and then it will pulse the
Muscle.
muscles. So try that. So no moving, just changing the pressure on the knee. So just try. So no moving. Just try change. There. Look. That's number 4. Very good. Good. Number 4.
나 됐어. 아니,
아, 됐어?
이렇게. 이거 쓰는 것보다 이게 훨씬 쉬울까요?
So this time not moving the hands, just bounce. Yeah, bounce. That's it. So that's centinally with the movement.
이렇게 눌러줘서 하는구나.
So congratulations.
감 잡았어.
So within less than 1 week, less than 2 days maybe, you've got to a point where possibly no other teacher apart from Swamiji would be able to teach you this. So it's not me teaching you, it's through Swamiji.
Swamiji with us.
Who's with us?
구호로 가야겠어.
So when I was young and we were practicing in the yoga center, it was acceptable for ladies to just raise up to here. It's your choice, but I'm just telling you for future.
될까?
Your choice, you can say it as this or it's your choice. The main difference is that if I can see, then I can give the advice. Or you can give the advice.
보면 선생님이 어드바이스를 줄 수 있다고.
Or there's also the other sports clothing with 2-piece.
그래, 뭐 우리밖에 없는데 아줌마가 뭘 이렇게 사려 오늘. 뭐 해봐.
지금 해보라고?
So yeah, that's okay. So now I can see and give advice. If you go down, you can see better. And then just pulse.
밀어, 그렇지.
Yeah, so that's centinally coming.
그렇지.
Yeah, that's it. Oh,
돌리는 거
we're not
말고.
doing the rotation.
힘 빼고 더 올라.
We're not doing rotation.
로테이션 말고 이것만.
그 했는데 안 보여서?
아니 보는데 왜 돌려 나중에?
그냥 돌아갔어.
그래?
응.
She doesn't intentionally did that. It just happened. She's saying she was trying to do the center now.
So this is jumping to the next.
아니 이거를 아래로 빡 미니까 이렇게
She's saying that she tried the center nowly and it pushed it out and
Okay.
it just rotated.
So a bit more practice of that. Okay.
잘하네.
헐렁해서.
So that's Udyanban
응.
and
Center
Centinali.
nowly.
There are 2 of those, but each of those we can do still and moving.
Yeah.
So we have 2 times 2, so we have 4 of those. Then we have 2 times 2 of left and right now. So we're already reaching 8 exercises. So you can imagine we'll get to 20 easily. So number, doesn't matter the number, but this is right only. So classically, they just show it static. So we breathe out, usually the opposite hand behind your back, right hand only. Breathe out and just press down and the right side will come forward.
오른쪽만 나오게 하는 거야?
So breathe out and then press to the side. Lean more to the side. Yeah, that's it. And not moving, just a static one. Okay, bend the legs more. Yeah. So that will bring the right side, then we do the left side. that's number 5, this is number 6. Then we do 7 as moving, then 8 as moving on the left side.
무빙은 튀어나왔다가 들어가요.
So this next one is not moving on the left side.
반대로 이제 왼쪽.
So I'll show you first. When I breathe out, this is symmetrical. But when I do the Nauli, I lean to this side. Yeah, that's it. So we don't want this. We want this leaning. So if you're standing like this, leaning towards your foot. So breathe in, breathe out, and then lean over to the left, and only static. So just put pressure down on your knees, on your knee. So yeah, that is coming forward. That's good. Very good. You're a master.
이쪽으로 안 나와.
다 그래 해봅시다.
아, 그래?
One of the best marketing from Swami's experience is if you have the opportunity, then somehow, any method, get it onto a TV channel like news or similar. Make some claim like Neti Nauli eliminates 80% of disease. Make a claim like that, send it to the news channel. They'll come immediately to your class, and then you show Neti, this is Neti, show Nauli, and then you get millions of inquiries. How can we do this, etc., etc. When does it start? How can I get the benefit?
나도 그래서 성공한 건데. 미 also. So there's 뭐지 그 말 때문에.
That phrase made her do the neti.
I can do that.
Oh, very good. So the first time, a lot of physical waste comes out.
Yeah.
The first time, not so much second time, not so much third time, but in the long term.
아직도 많이 나오는데.
She's still.
Still not.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm saying is something different. What I'm saying is initially, in the first few days, few weeks, more of it is the physical
Yes.
removal. Later, so after maybe a month and then onwards, it's not so much physical cleaning. It's actually helping the light body, the energy, and all sorts of other things. All the organs, that's the eyes, nose, ears, everything in the head and the chest and heart, is helping all of that. And Swamiji's result is Neti Nauli together will eliminate 80% of disease. So he provides that little bit of motivation, encouragement, so you can increase your dedication and do the practice. So we've done left and right.
Yeah.
So now we do the moving left and right, or right and left rather. So same principle, just breathe out and not coming forward, going to your side. So have your feet a little bit wider, and then for the first one go to the side. The opposite hand is not used, so we put it back, and then just use one hand to bring out the right side, and then don't overdo it. Try to do 5 good ones instead of 8 too fast. Yeah, better slowly. So do slow, good, rather than rush it. We don't want the rush. A little joke. So yeah, that's it. Breathe out with the, and then massage downwards. So you should be able to see the right side coming down and out. Yeah. And then don't hold too long. So you can try, breathe out, bend the legs, spread the legs a bit more. And then
나는 보였냐? 안 보였어?
What's the question? Does it hurt?
No, I can't see my one.
It will take some time. If you can feel it, that's enough.
더 옆으로, 더 옆으로.
You can see a little bit. Try to twist the hips forward. Ah, yes. Yes.
혹시 껍데기 벗겨주면 안 돼?
Okay. Easy?
Not easy.
No, is it? But for you, we can see the right nowly coming out. So probably same for left nowly. So that's the moving one. This is number 8 then. So breathe in, breathe out. So right hand behind, and then lean to the left, and then massage down. Use the full length of the leg, or the upper leg. Yes, that's good. Then we get to the interesting one later. I think you can already do it. Have you previously done it? Not previously. So today will be the J day.
Victory.
So we have it like this, V for victory. So
안 되죠?
잘안 돼.
표정 봐.
이건 다.
I know his face. He can do everything, moving so fast, running, but
yes,
especially don't do so little. I think first.
but just imagine in the classical time, there was no previous teacher who gave an instruction how to do it. They just showed, and the student had to copy. Swami actually researched how can we teach it. So what you've achieved, even in a few days, is more than other students can achieve, because we know the technique to teach it. There are people who can do it without instruction, but if they're doing gymnastics or similar, then they build up the muscle control, so they can do it. But the unique part of Swamiji, or the yoga, is that these instructions help to teach anyone,
Yeah.
not just
Yeah.
a specialist. Any average person, ordinary person, we can teach now. So this is the power of it.
Teaching skill is good.
Pardon?
Teaching skill.
Yes.
Teaching technique.
Yes. So many years of research how to teach not only this, but also how to do neti. Because neti was originally, if you imagine a long part of a tree, it was growing on a tree, and that they take and use for neti.
Tree? Soft tree.
Like very similar to like this rubber cord. But then Swamiji researched, he said this tree is not available everywhere in the world. So we needed a new method. So he invented the rubber neti. So rubber neti is less than 100 years old, approximately. It's an invention of Swamiji. So people in any country can use that. Maybe they don't have the right tree. It's not available easily. So that for neti, and for nauli is this movement using the, I think in either the Chinese model, so traditional or the modern Chinese medicine, there are, or in acupuncture as well, there are lines going down
Yes.
the energy paths. We call nadi in the Sanskrit, but there are more nadis than meridians in acupuncture. 72,000. We can't imagine. So there are some main channels, like a main road, or motorway, or a highway. Then there are little channels, small roads, etc., throughout the body. So not the nervous system, but the energy body within the physical body. So all of these exercises will help not only physical but also the light body. And because it's helping all of the bodies, that's why we can say 80% of disease is reduced. Because medicine only deals with physical, and it's only on a specific basis. You have something specifically wrong, you get a specific medicine, you cure that, but you haven't cured the root cause. What's the underlying cause for what you experience? Especially on the mind side. So if you have some mind problem, disease, illness, whatever, they can provide a medicine which will reduce the symptoms. But when you stop the medicine, then the symptoms start again. So in yoga what we want is go behind, or even further behind and further behind, to get to the root cause. We make the root healthy, and then everything coming down from that is healthy. Then we don't need the medicine. We can have medicine as emergency, but not as a regular. It's not meant to be food. It's meant to be medicine. So once in a while, once in a year, once in 5 years. So we've done right and left moving, so that's 8. Next we do, there's 2 ways of doing this. Let me try to explain. If you do Udyanman in the first second, and then in the remaining time, you keep Udyanman and you do this massage one at a time. If you look downwards, you see a U shape. Yeah, because it's in, and you go out this way, so you see a U shape. That's 1, so number 9. Then number 10 is the other way, N shape. So you breathe in, out, do the center nowly, then press down, and you see from the center it's going this way and this way. So if you look down, it's like N shape, N shape. So we do first U shape, Udyanman, you can remember easily, it's a U shape, and then nowly for N, also now N for nowly, for that. So 9 and 10. So when you're ready, we'll do 2 times for each. So 9A and B, then 10A and B. So breathe in, breathe out. Then get the Udyanman first, and then massage full length, 1 at a time. So left first, then right, then left. Try to use the thumbs, and then see the difference if you use the whole hand, and see the difference if you use the heel of the hand.
I saw my moving.
Good, 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 very good. Yes, it is moving. So from Udyanman we can see left and right.
앞으로 툭 튀어나오게 하는 거야.
Good.
First time was better, but anyway.
There's a rule that when someone else is looking, it's never
안 돼.
never as good. So I think you're happy with that progress. We'll do similar session tomorrow, and you should be even happier because we're setting the foundation today and then build up tomorrow. So we do one more, same one. Breathe out, Udyanman, and then left and right. And this time, remember the
Tilt.
tilt forward. So, breathe in, breathe out. Bring the stomach in to the arm bend. I think both are good. And then when you're finished, then breathe in gently, with control. So not, in yoga we don't want any surprise. So when you breathe out and you're doing exercise, carefully breathe in. So not, or something like that. Or if you're holding the breath, not exploding. Everything very controlled. No sudden movements in yoga. That's 9. Number 10, 2 times. So first one, breathe out, centinally, and then left and right. Then second time, centinally. And remember to twist the hips. If it helps. If it doesn't help, don't do it. If it helps, then do it. So,
이번에 센터 나올리를 한 상태에서
좌우.
좌우로 갈
센터 옆으로.
so if you're looking down, you'll see centinally, and then left and right. You've seen my video
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the YouTube, so same, well, similar to all of them. So when you're ready, breathe in, breathe out, and then get the centinally, and then start left and right massage. Slide the hands as well. That's it. So watch A1 technique. So you did it, your second one, you just watch.
No problem.
지금 한 거?
So breathe in, full breath out. Then have the feet wider and have, when you lean forward, bend the legs a little bit more.
More?
Little bit more.
Okay.
So more than previously. So you'll be able to see this, well, maybe not.
No.
Good for the first day.
안 됐어?
Yeah, we can see clearly. So from centre to side, which is good. So now you try and we can watch.
이게 센터가 일단 나와야 되는데.
센터가 나오는 게 첫 번째 것 같아.
So breathe out fully. Get the centinally. And then massage right and left. Try to twist the hips to get the movement. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Good.
I'm not sure the difference from
From the previous one.
yeah.
For the previous one, we draw the stomach in and then just go left and right. So when you're looking down, you see U-shape.
Yeah, I understand.
For this one, you do nowly first. So when you go to left and right, you'll see like an N shape.
So when I start to change,
Yeah.
but this is then will be the same with the previous one. You're going to only activate the one side.
So when you're doing this one, try to put some pressure downwards and also upwards. So tighten this center.
Uh,
In the previous one, we don't. We
Mm.
just pull it in.
Alright.
But for this one, we try to tighten the center and then move left to right.
So you tie the center, it means like this, and you off, on, off, like this. Because
No, it's coming to the center.
Mhm.
It's not so much on and off, but more sliding to this side and sliding to this side.
코끼리가 한번 나와야 돼. 그런데 그 코끼리가 오른쪽으로 왼쪽으로 움직여요.
코끼리 상태에서
코끼리가 폭 하고 나오면
응.
그게 옆으로 이렇게 통째로 밀렸다가 통째로 밀려.
아 그래?
응.
어떻게 알아?
그런 느낌이 들어.
아 그래?
통째로 이렇게 통이 움직이니까.
아.
한번 해볼게.
오케이. 아.
Yes.
오케이. got it. M shape, U shape.
Yes.
코끼리가 나와야 돼. 첫 번째는. Elephant comes out first.
Yes. So you can teach him. Make him happy.
어려워요.
한번 튀어나오는데.
Patience, relax. I mean, you've done much more than
Previous.
the average student. You've got to a level which is much greater than an average person in an average yoga class. So Swamiji said something like, I'm not an ordinary teacher. So what I'm giving to you is not an ordinary class. It's much higher. So you're progressing more. So within one course, or 10 days, within that period, you may have achieved more than other people achieved in some years. So, where are we? Number 10 we've done. So here is the little bit of magic. So imagine a U shape, which is Udyanband, moving side to side. Yeah. Imagine the N shape, which is Nauli, moving side to side. So the magic is join. So when you go from this, then change to this, then go to this, and then we have a circle, one way. Then the circle the other way. So that's number 11 and number 12.
방향은 상관없나?
한번 일로, 한번 일로.
Right and left.
So up to this point, up to 10, maybe it's easy, relatively. You can get the movement, etc. So this is now more challenging to get the circle. So I show you an example. I breathe out, pull in first. So that's Udyanband. Move to the right. So that's part of the quarter circle. And then bring it forward, and then to the center, and then to the left. Yeah, and then carry on circle. So that's number 11. Number 12, obviously, other side. What I suggest initially with the hands. So feet apart. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then with the hand, try to do the circle. So go in first, and then moving to the right. And if you look down, it's going opposite to the clock, anti-clockwise. And then breathe in comfortably. No panic breathing. Easy?
With the hands.
With the hands. Then we do the opposite way with the hands. So draw in and then to the left and round. So breathe in, breathe out, and then draw the stomach in and then to the left just holding comfortably, then breathe in slowly, coming up, and shake.